Siblings of animal tormentors. What made you realize your sibling was a demon? When my little sister was 8, she asked why animals tasted better when they were scared first. From there, 13-year-old me had a gut feeling that something was off, and I was right. It started small. I'd find her playing with insects, pulling wings off flies and keeping them in jars to watch them struggle. Then came the neighbor's hamster that mysteriously died during a sleepover. She cried so convincingly that everyone comforted her, but I'd seen her practicing those tears in the mirror the night before. By the time she was 11, I caught her in the garage with a stray cat and a set of kitchen knives. The look of pure fascination on her face as the animal cowered still haunts me. I managed to chase the cat away and told her I'd tell Mom if she ever did it again. She just tilted her head and asked, "But don't you want to know what the insides look like when they're still moving?" That night, I installed a lock on the garage and started sleeping with my door locked too. A few years later, we were at a family barbecue when she accidentally served everyone burgers she'd made herself. 3 people got violently ill, and when I checked her cooler, I found meat from animals that had clearly been tortured. The cuts were all wrong, with evidence of antemortem wounds. The meat was labeled with dates and what looked like pain ratings. I had to convince everyone it was just spoiled beef and threw everything out before anyone looked too close. I was fully planning on telling our mom the full truth, but as soon as she was back from her double shift, she crashed on the kitchen floor and burst into tears because of how stressful work was. She'd just lost her second job and was talking about having to pull my sister out of her specialized art program. Our mom was working 60-hour weeks, and the last thing I wanted was for her to worry about something that I thought I could fix. That decision ruined my life. I turned down 2 scholarships, including a full ride to Cornell. I broke up with Jamie after 3 years together because I couldn't explain why I had to rush home one night. My sister had texted me a photo of roadkill with the message, "Practicing for something bigger." I basically became a third parent, installing hidden cameras, monitoring her internet history, following her to friends' houses. At 14, she was caught with biological specimens in her school locker. The vice principal's face had gone pale when he opened it. Rows of small containers, each holding something preserved in murky fluid. I told them they were for my science project and got suspended. That same year, I found her journal. Pages and pages of detailed drawings showing her experiments, rating systems for different methods. I burned it in the backyard while she watched from her window, smiling. When she was 16, the neighbor's pets started disappearing. I spent $3,000 finding them and returning them before anyone connected it to her. I'd follow her at night, tracking her to abandoned buildings where she'd set up what she called her workshop. The German Shepherd I found there still won't go outside after dark. Then came the incident with the veterinary clinic. She'd volunteered there for exactly 1 week before they called the police about missing controlled substances and suspicious deaths among the boarded animals. I convinced them she was covering for her boyfriend, a troubled kid from school who conveniently disappeared around the same time. I never asked her what she did with the body. I didn't want to know. But when she was 18, she crossed a line even I couldn't cover up. She hosted a dinner party while Mom was working, serving her college friends her special recipe. She'd been preparing for weeks, documenting everything. One guest ended up in the hospital with severe poisoning from stress hormones and bacteria. The doctors found compounds in his system that shouldn't exist in normal meat. Only bureaucratic incompetence and assumed lab errors prevented a full investigation. That night, I told her I was done. I was telling Mom everything, but she beat me to it, sitting at our kitchen table with fake tears, spinning tales about how I'd forced her to keep quiet about my sick hobbies. She'd planted evidence throughout my room, photos, tools, even a forged diary. She'd been planning this for years, keeping an insurance policy against me. My mom believed every word. The look of horror and disgust on her face broke something inside me. "How could you?" she whispered, backing away like I was a monster. 10 years of sacrifice, and I was the villain in her eyes. I packed in silence while my sister watched from the doorway. "It wasn't personal," she said quietly. "I just needed someone to take the fall eventually. You were always so eager to help." Then she smiled and offered me some leftovers from her dinner party, describing exactly how she'd prepared them. My stomach turned as she detailed her tenderizing process. I gave my mom one last chance to hear the truth. She told me I was disgusting and to get the F out of her face. She'd already called the extended family, warning them about me. It's been a month since then. I have my own apartment now, far from home, but I'm not done. I'm telling my family the truth, and my sister will rot in hell when I do. Full story on channel linked below.